tickets?
I've got 2.
You can play a lesser game, but that's the only game I played. That's the way it goes.
What's the fairest? Well, I've got to play for 4. I can't get it anyway. What's the balloon? Play for 2. No, I'll wait.
Excuse me.
Oh man, they're not very good games.
No. But you get that. I have a feeling Tony's here. Evening, Tony. Bit late for you. It's cold here tonight, mate. It is 12 degrees. 12 bloody degrees. Please. I think I can hear the crackle of firewood going.
We had 5 the other night.
We did.
Morning, mate.
I'll have to use the laptop.
It just doesn't seem right.
The spinning wheel of death. Might have to do hangouts on the laptop in future, I think. Don't know why it's doing this. Oh, my speed's fine. I'll just test my speed.
Sometimes it speaks.
It's. I'm pretty sure it's just a hangout. I don't know why it does it. I don't know. Could be an asteroid about to hit the planet. That's what it is. Yes. Not sure what it is. Well, you get that on the big jobs. I shall see how it goes again for a little while, but please, we shall leave. We shall leave this universe and its strange people and go elsewhere.
I don't know, Google. I don't know, Google it.
Google what? No, I can't be bothered. I'll try the laptop tomorrow. But it's been doing this for the last few nights, spinning and then asking me to reconnect. And yet our speed on the internet is fine. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. Someone's out to get us. We can only now talk about lambs and butterflies and rainbows. That way, we'll be safe. Oh, nothing like a nice crumpet on a cold night. We like honey on ours. But the crumpet's got to be crispy, not burnt, but on the edge of being burnt. Yeah. Butter melting through, a bit of honey on top. And that crunch on the outside and the softness on the inside. With all the gooiness going down your chin. I particularly like poached eggs on my crumpets in the morning. My wife's idea of a poached egg is that you can bounce it like a squash ball.
I don't like poached eggs.
No. So this is day one of the big lockdown in Victoria. And some weird rules for New South Welshmen. They can't go north anymore. And if they do, for some reason, they come back, 2 weeks quarantine. Yeah, maple syrup's good. We had a friend from Canada send us some, and it's a bit different than the stuff you get in the shop, but similar. But it's nice, very nice.
The stuff we got sent was good stuff.
But I do prefer just something simple, even just butter on a crumpet. And can you stop at one? If you only have one crumpet, then you have a psychological disorder. You really do. There are normally 6 crumpets in a packet. Having one is like silly. It's got to be at least 2 or more. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, 4's good. You don't want the others to go mouldy, because if you get a packet of crumpets and you leave it for about 5 days, penicillin spots on it.
Yes, they do go mouldy quick.
That's why you've got to eat them within a couple of days. In the old days, it'd be a couple of crumpets and a Milo. Kids used to love that. Sort of traditional. When I was a kid, you'd have like something late at night. Just something to nibble on. Could be leftover lard on fried bread. Those were the days. Poor old Adelaide Football Club, eh, Tony? Abysmal. One of my son-in-laws is a mad, avid Adelaide supporter. I said to him 2 years ago, they're too old. They need to get rid of some of these old blokes on the team. He said, no, we're good. We won a premiership a couple of years ago. I'm saying, yeah, it's true. But every club has to do a cycle. And you've too many old blokes on your side. And over the last 2 years, they've been getting rid of them. But this is the pain they got to go through. 10 games, 10 losses. Four crumpets. Now that's being a king. Yeah? No lice on your crumpets or baby cat hair. Just the real deal. Third run in the toaster. Yeah, we got ours sort of down to 2.
Yeah.
Once down, ka-chunk chunk, down again, and they're just perfecto. You've got to be like, not burnt, but, coming close to being burnt, crispy. Like little bricks. Eat them with butter.
2 times in a row and 3 times in a row. It's ridiculous.
Cold night, wood fire, crumpets. Just about perfect. Did your daughter send any photos of dinner?
No.
Oh, I thought you would have. Since you made her the flag usher?
No.
Did you put garlic in the meat?
No,
Normally do that.
I normally do, but
Yeah, because she's a bit intolerant to garlic at the moment. Breastfeeding. Don't bother typing, Tony. If you've got butter and maple syrup on your hand, you don't want to do that. Hello, Jojo. Just talking about having crumpets. Tony is now eating 4 crumpets, which you should do. It's good for you.
I reckon I need 2.
We get square ones and we get round ones. I don't know why. The round ones just seem better. Me seeds. Sound like you're talking about the plane. Look, me seeds, the plane. Well, our state of Victoria, Jojo, is in total lockdown. Mrs. Seeds, I meant.
G'day, Night Rider.
Night Rider. Yes, the whole state in lockdown. They have had up to 300 and 400 cases a day. So what they do in Australia is say, all right, everyone stay home and we pay you. They're all getting $1,500 a fortnight, food delivered. Yeah. One can only go out to the supermarket, only one member of the family. You can't exercise. This is lockdown stage 4. You can't go anywhere except to the hospital, doctor. That's about it, supermarket. So there are now 5 or 6 million people in lockdown. But it's just what we do. Of course, if you ask your leader, lockdowns don't work. It doesn't work. You've got to let it. It's just going to go away. It's just going to magically disappear. I don't get money because of my income. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm sure you wear that. But they don't do that here. You could be on 10 grand a month and it'll still give you 1,500. There is no cap. In other words, you could earn all sorts of money. And they pay for your employees as well. They get 1,500 a fortnight as well. So you could have 100 employees in Melbourne and they all had to stay home. They all get 1,500 a fortnight. I'll tell you what will happen in the future is that, and not in the distant future, but in the future, after inquiries and Senate committees and people being sent to prison, there will be a look back on, I've got to use these words, it's how I feel, on crimes against humanity for Americans. And I sincerely mean what I'm saying. If you're in charge of a bus and you're drunk and you kill people, there's a penalty. If you're in charge of a country and you're stupid and you kill people, there's going to be a penalty. But he's not going to go down alone. The SS Titanic, i.e. the current administration, will lose many hands because a lot of hands are covered in the blood of Americans. And I'm angry. You know, we've lost 240 people in Australia. When we see something serious unfolding, we lock down. And it works. In my state, death, 0. Virus doesn't exist here because we lock down hard and early. We don't open our border. I'm pretty sure someone sat down months ago and said, what's 3% of Americans? Oh, it's about 6 or 7 million people. That's all right, we've got plenty of Americans. She'll be okay. And I really mean that. That's what I think happened. It's the consequence of those that got sick and will for the rest of their lives have some sort of disability that are going to be really angry. The dead can't be angry. My screen is spinning, so I've probably been talking to myself. But that's okay. I keep myself in good company. It's ridiculous. The economy is up shit creek. I've got to be honest. And you and I know, Jojo. Oh, he's just finishing the last of his crumpets. You keep getting into them, Tony. There's a lot of people not going to come back from this, and I mean a lot of people. And the true unemployment figure won't be known until the middle of next year, because the recovery will be the slowest on history. Let alone the wars verbal against. But America, in the eyes of trade, of international relations, doesn't happen, doesn't exist anymore. There is just basically conflict. If he set out to divide and conquer, he achieved half of it. He's divided everybody. I have a very good memory. One of the things that stick in my mind, well, two, but one definitely, you know, you can talk about the war, but that's always been just bullshit. But you talk about prior to the election, the biggest promise ever made, and I mean ever, by anyone, was within the first 60 days of my administration. Hang on, I can hear crickets. Yep, I can still hear them. Yep, they're still cricketing. If people couldn't pick up then that that's the biggest bullshit you could ever say, because it's so complicated in the US for their healthcare, and to say in 60 days I will have a universal healthcare was always going to be the biggest lie ever. I worked 37 years labour of my life, now to feed the thieves. Well, hopefully the princes amongst the thieves will stand up. What do I mean by that? What used to represent what the Republican Party used to be. And I'm pretty sure those die-hard Republicans want it to be, but it doesn't resemble it at all. It's so far right, it's disjointed, it's always complicated, and people have had enough. How do you lie without sending me a pulled pork sandwich? How could I send you a pulled pork sandwich when you're sipping on chamomile tea and eating 12 donuts? You wouldn't have time for the pulled pork sandwich, let's be honest. I had to laugh, Nicole. How are you? I remember reading yesterday online, obviously it's a few days old now, but Boris has decided to shout everyone out to lunch for a month or more. I found that quite funny. Hello, Patty. Hello, Scarlett. But yes, Nicole, you can take your mother out to lunch and you can have fish and chips or whatever you like, and you'll only pay half price. It is quite hilarious. Is though the information and the hopes of other people say, well, at least that's something.
Well, Tony could check and take out there.
The rules are all messed up. Yeah, I know some people are doing a bit of scamming. That's how I actually found the article. People are getting emails saying, yeah, come down, you know, even they're going to do it on delivery. So they pay and then there is no delivery. They're just scamming.
Really?
Yeah. Is the weather bad there? You have a buffer. No, it's the last few nights, Nicole. I don't know what we got like 40 download speed and 12 up, and it's only the Hangouts that this plays up on. So
yeah, it is.
I don't know what it is. I'll have to use the laptop like you suggested.
Yesterday it worked good, at least an hour and a half, didn't it? And then it started playing up.
I can see the moon rising. If I lean the camera just down or up a little bit, you'll see it. You see my piss jug on the table there?
That's your microphone.
Actually, you know what that is? That is actually a crow sprayer.
It's only water in there.
It's only water. But we spray the crows because they're a pain in the ass. But that little dot over there, what I shall point to, there is the moon. Well, I'm broadcasting on a very expensive iPhone 8, which does everything but make breakfast.
And you've not had trouble in the past?
No. I don't know why it's playing up.
I'm playing my
You're
game.
getting 4.0 JP, now they've yeah, that's the old saying, Jojo, is it time to put it under the mattress? You can't. 3%.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Interest.
Oh.
But the going rate here is next to nothing, Jojo. I might go and get my laptop and try. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm getting annoyed of the spinning myself.
You just knocked everybody out. I don't know if it's still there now. You knocked everyone out.
I apologize. I remember how to do this now. Yes, it's spinning madly. Look at it. It's just ridiculous. Are you in the room?
No.
Okay. Could you use my phone and tell them that I'm going to try and start on the laptop? But before I end this one, I'll let them know when it's up. I've got to do some Streamlabs or something on here to do it.
I can't remember.
You hear us? Okay.
Well, let's tell them.
I'll get my clothes back on. That's not me typing, by the way, that's the missus.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's...
Right, let's go to my channel, YouTube Studio. I wonder if I can draw us live just on. Try that, I suppose. Don't really know where I've got to go. I really don't know what I'm doing. Let's try the other one where I've got to start up that other thing. I really don't know what I'm doing here. Go live. There's the red button.
Paddy's been offered 2 different jobs. I just don't know what to do during the COVID. Remember, I have COPD and I'm 60 and I'm scared. Can you hear us, Paddy?
Webcam. Great title. I shall put in the words flat feet.
I think you might have to close this one before you
I'm
actually
going to see.
start that.
Wait 1 moment.
No one's answering. Oh, hang on.
Okay, now it says I can go live.
Scarlett answered.
Right. I think I'm going live. I'll tell you if it's live.
So what do we do here?
We'll just wait until I get it go live.
Okay.
If anyone can see, I've just started a direct YouTube chat in my studio, and it's called Flat Feet. For no other reason, that's what I just decided to type in. If you'd like to see if you can find that on that phone, I'll have a look.
I'll have a look on mine.
Then I'll cancel this one. Go down there. Yes, there is. So I can cancel this one. There is another live with me on there. It's rather scary. So if you'd like to watch, I think Nicole's just given you a link. But I will cancel this broadcast on the phone.